Hello, guys. Excuse me. So it is 5:20 on Sunday afternoon after my day of planning, and it went well. What I reminded myself is we all have the ability to start again, don't we? That's what we all do. We have the ability to start again. See, I'm conscious of that. And I know I shouldn't be, but I am. Do you know what I mean? And I'm grateful for who I am, but I know if I carry on this trajectory, is that the word? It won't bode well for me, guys. It won't. And I like to be honest, and I like to share things. So, I did follow my plan. For those of you who follow me and watch me, you'll know what I'm on about. For those who don't, you'll have to go back and look. So I followed the plan, and I did change one thing, which is allowed. Instead of me cleaning the bathroom, because I thought that's a lot and I don't want to do that. And it's not that bad anyway, to be fair. I bathed Cece because she was smelling a little bit whiffy round her neck. We took her out for a walk. Me and me. I took her out for a walk and she didn't want to be out because she was getting wet. She doesn't really like the rain, but we got out. We didn't do an hour. And when I got back, I just bathed her. So she's all bathed and clean. I brushed her teeth. So it's gone well. I'm pleased with myself. Do feel better for doing it? Of course I do. Have I wanted to eat today? Of course I have. But I've reminded myself, why I'm doing what I'm doing, because as much as my mind's screaming, eat, Janine, eat, I'll know that tomorrow I'll wake up and I'll feel that I've let myself down. So I know this is a challenge, but I've got to push through it. So I got this off my friend for Christmas, my friend Kelly. See the good in every day, and it's like a diary. And I've journaled through in it, and then I've stopped, which is fine. But then today I thought I'll start again. Everything doesn't have to be where you do it every day, but having stuff like this is good because you can pick it up and put it down and start again. So I've put the date in for today and I've started again. And this is what it's all about, isn't it? Sometimes, I feel when I'm constantly doing things, it can get a bit like mundane and boring, and I think, well, it's like I'm not getting anything out of that, but I'm always willing to pick stuff up and start again. And sometimes in life we go off the beaten track, don't we? We lose sight. Life gets in the way of things. We get things that make us sad and stop us in our tracks, and we get in a bit of a rut. Well, I know I have, and that's what's happened, but I have to remind myself that I've been through a lot since last year, a hell of a lot. And aside from what I tell you, there's a lot more that goes on in the background in my life that I can't tell you, because it's not really about me, even though it impacts me and affects me in a massive way. And I have to remind myself that, I'm very strong, and I'm resilient, and this food noise is absolutely shocking, and for anyone that's ever had that, then you'll know what I'm on about. And it's really, really difficult for me not to overeat, because I do love food, but I'm not going to do it, because I deserve to be back to at least 8.5 stone, because that's when I know my clothes will fit me and I feel good, and I deserve not to keep punishing myself with food. Do you know what I mean? I'm not deprived. It's not going to run out. Do you know? So I can't think, well, in time gone by I've had very little, that's why I feel like this. That's just a cop-out, isn't it? So I've started to fill that in. And then I followed my plan for today. I deviated away. It said 5 o'clock make tea. I'm a little behind schedule, but that's okay. I've said I'm not allowed to put the telly on and to eat slowly, because I have a tendency just to hoover it in. So much so that I took a chunk out my tongue on Friday night. I was like gorging that fast, and they're old habits that I need to get away from. Do you know what I mean? I'm not starving to death, am I? Do you know? So far from it. So I've done everything I set out to do, and I've made some jobs and just some little notes there. And I've just put, I can still have food, just not loads of it. I am worthy of remaining slim, because I am, and it does make me happy when I'm slim. Because I remember how I felt when I was bigger, you know, how pulling my body up, and, you know, I've got a lot of heart disease in the family. I was on blood pressure tablets. I'm not on any of them now, so I have to practice what I preach. So it's hard, I have a big battle with food, I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to do it. So I've made some little notes there of what is happening, and that's going to be a working document that I add to. I ticked it off because I bath CC, and just keep it going. I've got loads of books and journals because I do love it, but you know, I've had the end of April, aside from getting me implants removed, and you know, that's a trauma in itself. I've lost a lot of tissue from this breast. You know, I've had another couple of things going on which have really affected me, and that I'm sad about. But what I need to remember is that I can come on here and I can journal, can't I? Whether I post it or whether I don't post it, I can come on and, you know, just be myself. And I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, and I think sometimes that's what I strive to be, perfect. And that's a trigger from times gone by. But I've got stuff in the mix to show you, good stuff in the mix to show you, and I'm going to keep going on, even if it's just from my chair. What I did realise today is that I don't have to journal with food. I can just sit here and journal with you, can't I, and take you on a little trip with me and tell you what I've been up to. So that's about it really. But if you're feeling like that, then I hope that you can take something from this and that we can go on the journey together. We might not always get it right all the time, but as long as we're trying and doing our best, then that's all we can do, isn't it? And life does get in the way. Sad things come along, challenges come along, but we can just keep going. And if we can keep going together and support each other, then that's great, isn't it? So this is just a short one. I'm going to get me tea. I might come back on in a minute. I might not. We'll see how I feel after. But if I don't come back on, I'll come back on to say good night. I'm just giving Cece a tea, so I just wanted to say that before, when I was doing my schedule, I got a bit behind in the time, and I felt the need to rush. I was in the bath, and that's normally what I'd be doing. I'd just be going through the motions, rush, get it out the way so I can sit and rest. And I just checked myself, and I thought, no, even if you go over, there's no reason to rush. You know, even if in your schedule you don't get to do one thing that you had planned on your schedule. She's on this special food now for her itching, with a bit of sardines in, because she's not really keen on the food, but it's what she has to have. So I thought, even if you cross one thing off your list and you don't get it done today, then that's fine, you know, and it doesn't matter, you can do that another day. There's nothing that you're doing that can't wait, Janine, do you know what I mean? And I think, so yeah, so that was a good thing. So I managed to, you know, do me sugar soap. I get a bath on the weekend, because the pressure on the shower's pants. So I'm gonna, you know, I think what I'm gonna do as well is write down just actually what I've been through, from, you know, when I got poorly last year to the present day, just so I can see how strong I am, because I don't think I give myself enough credit for how strong I am. So C's going to have a tea and I'm going to do mine. This is what I take every day, aside from the menopause patches and the weightless patches. I've had them in for a while now, but I'm going to start on them and see how we get on with them. Today's Sunday, Alexa, what date is it?
It's Sunday the 7th of September.
The 7th of September. So let's just see what happens. But I take creatine, berberine. It's supposed to be really good for you, help you with your blood sugar and your weight loss. ground black pepper with turmeric because they go hand in hand. Turmeric's health benefits don't work without it. Ginkgo leaf for your brain, brain fog. Then 5 protect an effervescent and an electrolyte because I get cramps, and I've always got cramps, but lately they've just been worse. Collagen I take every day, and in there is vitamins, black cohosh and plant sterols. So yeah, that's what I take every day. I'm documenting this. I don't quite know how this one's going to go, but that is what I take for my supplements. The vitamins and the black cohosh are going to go soon once I've finished with them, because I don't think I need them anymore. But that's certainly what I take in a day. So the time is 6:10, and what time did I say? 12:02. It was 5 o'clock, wasn't it? Make tea, do not put telly on. Eat slowly. Now I'm behind schedule, but that's okay. I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to bed till 8 o'clock. So the likelihood is, once I get settled down, that I'll be in bed by 9. But I've made me tea. So instead of just throwing all the fruits in there, I'll show you this first. I've done a bowl. So it's chocolate pudding I've made myself using protein powder, some of these probiotics that I have, porridge oats, loads of nuts, dates, prunes, seeds, nuts of walnuts, hazelnuts, pecan nuts, Brazil nuts which I've grated, and chia seeds and flax seeds, and I've put that in and it makes a nice pudding. I haven't counted the calories, but there's a fair bit in that, but albeit it's all good healthy fats. And instead of just putting all the fruit in it, I've put some as a little side plate as well, and I've got pineapple. I've started buying fresh pineapple, lasts a hell of a lot longer, and you can eat the middle bit, the whole, and some apple. So half an apple there, a slice of pineapple, the other half an apple in there, and I'm going to enjoy this now. So yeah, it's been a good day, as I say, because I've paced myself and I've rested in between when I needed to. I've not, when I've gone past, like, I've missed my schedule, my time, and I've been outside of it, I've been behind. I've not panicked and rushed when I've felt myself panicking. I thought, slow down. If I have to, I can leave something out of my schedule for my Sunday plans, and I can do it the next day. It doesn't matter. The whole point is of me sitting down, resting in between if I need to, and just slowing down. Normally I'd be rushing putting the tea together. Oh, I'm behind, I've got to be sat down by 6 o'clock. Well, I'm not done that, and I'm late tonight, but that's okay. That's okay. So that's just an idea. You might want to have a go yourself, glass of water. Always good to have plenty of water in you. That's something that I've never flagged with. Water has always been a massive part of my life. So I'm going to enjoy this now and say good night, and just hope you've enjoyed watching, and that, you've took something from it, I hope, and you've been kind to yourself, you've loved yourself, you've took care of yourself, and you've looked after yourself. So I'll say goodbye for you to this Sunday, and I'll speak to you again soon. Take care, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye.